Hi guys, my name is Danny Tulowiczewski.
My name is Joseph Gabriel Tolochinsky. I am Daniel Andrew Christian Tolochinsky's father.
That's funny. Okay, and then we'll be talking about scary DVDs.
Okay, yeah, we're going to review very quickly 8 horror movies that we've recently seen on DVD. And then after that, Danny would like to do a quick review of the 2026 Wrestlemania that was held just a week or so ago. So let's start off with the movie review. No particular order. Here they are. As you probably know, Danny and I don't watch anything horror. You're going to come up with some good ones. You're going to come up with some bad ones. So first one we come up with is Return to Silent Hill. Return to Silent Hill. For those of you who watch horror movies, you might know the first Silent Hill supposedly is based upon Centralia. And of course, they make it out to be far more mysterious and sinister than it actually is. But what did you think about Return to Silent Hill?
Well, Silent Hill is good, and it just always gets you like a nice place.
Okay. Nice, scary place?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Silent Hill itself wasn't that great of a movie. It was average at best. And Return to Silent Hill, like I think another one or so follow-ups, not very good. This one, I don't think it even had a good storyline. I'm not sure where they were going with it. And yeah, I actually wouldn't recommend it. So, but it's okay to have differences of opinion. And here's another one that comes from Osgood Perkins called The Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
No, just Keeper.
Yeah.
Okay. Keeper, woman and her boyfriend going out to a cabin in the woods. Never a good setting, right? And then doesn't turn out exactly the way that she would like. Try not to give along any details just in case you're going to watch it. But what did you think of Keeper?
Oh, Keeper is very Keeper, and it's good.
Okay, so you think it's a keeper?
Yes.
I don't know about that. It's another one for me. It was on a series here of ones that, yeah, I don't know. The story kind of plays along the lines of sucking the life forces out of people, and then the tables kind of getting turned, and it was okay. I wouldn't see myself ever watching it again, though. But you kind of liked it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, keep on upping the ante here. Okay. Danny and I laughed at this one for a long time. There's a movie out called The Monkey, and this one was kind of a cheap imitation of that called The Jolly Monkey. You can't expect too much here. But this one, for me, actually was a pleasant surprise. It was bad in a way that made it good. You know, it would be a good candidate for doing a Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie on. And what would you say about the Jolly Monkey?
Oh, it is very jolly and good.
Yeah, very jolly and good. The acting over the top, a little crazy here and there, about an old hotel where certain things, motel, where certain things happen, people pass away, their family is going to decide now whether to keep it or to sell it, and all sorts of stuff come out of the mix with that. There is a little twist of the ending on it and everything. So, in a way, out of all these movies, this one for me is one of the better ones, Especially, you could get it really cheap to watch it. Okay? Another one. 28 years later. So after 28 days later now, 28 years later. There's some famous people in here acting. And what did you think about 28 years later?
It's good and it's great twist.
Yeah, it's got some twists in it. This is one where the beginning of the movie, which you're not really sure why they're showing it, then eventually does tie in with the end of the movie. If you saw 28 Days Later and you liked it, pretty sure that you would like 28 Years Later. It wasn't bad. Not necessarily my kind of horror movie, but it was okay. And the acting is good in it. So, same way with this one, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So, if you saw Five Nights at Freddy's, the first one, and if you liked it, you probably would find this to be watchable and decent, not all that bad. What did you think about Five Nights at Freddy's?
Well, it's good and so it has some twists and we all know that happens because we are little
What's little?
kids.
Well, the kids are little?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to see the first one, I guess, to make some sense of that per se. But for me, they weren't working too hard. They just kind of went for more of the same. And it was okay. But nothing to write home to Freddie about. Then Danny had a video from quite a long time ago, an old movie that someone had given to him called The Lost Voyage. I mean, it's so old that the starring actor in it is Judd Nelson, from The Breakfast Club and so that little Brat Pack group from the 80s. And what did you think of The Lost Voyage? It's about a shipwreck, you think?
Yes. Right? And I think we do have some little bit a twist into that one. Mm-hmm. So, because where I go, he was a kid and now he was a grown up.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
yeah, there was a kid who was saying so long to his dad and his stepmom who just got married,
mm-hmm.
And they were going on their honeymoon, and he wasn't all that happy about the whole situation. But then what happens on that ship, it's not really a shipwreck. I said shipwreck, well, that's wrong. It's just the ship went missing. And then many years later, that kid grows up, that's Judd Nelson, and the ship reappears. And so he's a paranormal investigator. There's other things, and they go out to see it. And it's reminiscent of Ghost Ship, if you've ever seen that movie. It's not a bad movie, and definitely worth giving it a watch. Lost Voyage. Okay, and then two more. Anaconda. That's starring Paul Rudd and Jack Black, and probably some other recognizable people. I forget that one other guy's name. But anyway, recognizable people. It's comedy with the horror. And what did you think about Anaconda?
It's cool and it's funny.
Did you have any favorite parts?
The one guy he wants to make a movie.
Right.
And that really did come true.
So, Paul Rudd, Jack Black, childhood friends. They're into horror. They want to make a movie, remake of Anaconda, and what ends up happening is the plot of the story actually, to some degree, comes true, and kind of have to live through it, survive it, whatever. But yeah, it's funny. So, okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's worth watching. And then one more. Kind of saved the best for last, in my opinion, too. Is an M. Night Shyamalan movie, which would be Trap. Trap. And the Josh Hartnett is the recognizable person in the movie. That tell them what's going on in Trap.
Well, Trap is about a we are going to see a concert.
Right. And that would be a dad and his daughter.
Yes.
And what happened?
And way after, because we just see a concert of the because one of the daughter was very surprised for because she even saw in concert of because she's a big fan of the one lady was doing their songs.
Yeah. And that part is played by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. In the movie, she's called Lady Raven. So, yeah, she's a big fan of Lady Raven. But the concert is a trap. A trap. Because they got a clue that this serial killer is going to be attending the concert. So they're going to try to trap him and catch him there. The butcher, right?
That's right.
Okay. And anyway, so it's the unfolding of how that works. And the serial killer, he kind of smart guy, like a lot are, and twists and turns, and you kind of think the movie is over a couple times, but it kind of continues onward. So I this out of all of them, I think it's the best one. It's a good movie. It's worth watching. Anything else you want to say about Trap?
It's good. It is terrifying.
Okay. It's qualifying. Okay. WrestleMania. Yeah. Want to do WrestleMania?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. And there's Noel barking.
Okay. So we're on night one
Of WrestleMania.
for Saturday. So we got LA Knight versus Logan Paul, Jey Uso versus Austin Theory.
And LA Knight beat Logan Paul, right?
It was LA Knight with the Usos.
Oh, with the Usos, and okay. But they beat Logan Paul and Austin Theory, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the other match is going to be Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre.
Okay. And who won?
Jacob Fatu.
Okay. And anything you have to say about that match?
It was good.
Okay. And then?
And this is for the ladies match. We're on the Punch Bowl Forest. We got Nia Jax versus what's this?
Brie Bella.
Yes, Brie Bella
And Paige.
and Paige.
She was a surprise to show up. And go against what? Lash.
Legend and Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair
Yeah.
and Bailey and Lyra Valkyria.
Right. So who won out of all that?
Paige and the other Bella.
Right. So they won the championship, the women's tag team championships,
Yes.
right?
That's right.
Yeah. And then after that was what? Becky Lynch.
Yeah, Becky Lynch
versus
against
AJ Lee for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. So, and AJ Lee had the title. She had just recently come back after a 10-year layoff. A big drama between her and Becky Lynch. Uh, Becky Lynch is kind of a joke. But who won?
Um, um,
Becky.
Becky Lynch.
Right. So that's part of the joke of watching professional wrestling. Uh, and then after that, you have Gunther
Gold versus
Seth Rollins. And who won that?
Gunther.
Gunther won?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, more of the same. I don't know who's he, whose butt he's kissing, but yeah, he's always winning. He's from Austria, supposedly, and anyway, I didn't really like Gunther or Seth Rollins, to be quite honest. But anyway, Gunther wins. Then you have the women's world championship match between Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer, she's from Chile, so she gets some notoriety because of that. She had the belt. Liv Morgan had just come back from an injury, and who won that? Liv Morgan, yeah. And she's associated with a faction of knuckleheads and whatnot who, of course, helped her cheat and all that stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. And yeah, I didn't want her to win. I like Stephanie Vaquer.
And then we got the main event
For Saturday night, which was
Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton.
right. Randy Orton went back over to the dark side, listening to the voices in his head. And who won the match?
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, but not after a whole lot of blood being shed and whatnot. So, did you think that was a good match?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, and then really quickly, you had Sunday night.
Two.
Started off with Obafemi
Family and Brock Lesnar.
and
It's the
Brock
open
Lesnar.
challenge.
Right. And, Brock Lesnar, the Beast, actually has a UFC MMA background, legitimate college wrestler, really good. If you're familiar with this stuff, you're going to be familiar with Brock Lesnar. Obafemi is kind of a newcomer, big guy, Nigerian?
Mm-hmm.
And had a little bit of a football background, but switched over doing the wrestling. And who won?
Obafemi.
Obafemi. And the big thing here is, what did Brock Lesnar do after the match?
He's done. Retired.
He retired. He's not the head honcho anymore. Usually what they do when they retire is, after their final match, they take off their shoes, their wrestling boots, shoes, and they leave them in the ring. So that's what he did, maybe along with his gloves, and that was that. So I think that shocked a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you had Penta and Rey Mysterio and Javon Evans versus Rusev and Dragon Lee and J.D. McDonough.
Yes.
And that was actually, wasn't tag team. It was everybody against everybody. Penta had the Intercontinental Championship, and he won it.
Yes.
So, got that. And then the next one is what, Danny?
Trick Williams
He's the new big thing, I guess.
versus Sami Zayn.
Versus Sami Zayn. And who won? Oh, Sami Zayn had the United States Championship belt, so that was on the line. Who won?
Trick Williams.
Right. So he's the up and coming thing. So that wasn't surprising at all. And then after that, you had the Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio, son of Rey Mysterio, but who goes to the dark side. And a little bit of a joke. So who won that match?
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor, as he should. And so then after that, the street fight match between Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. for the WWE Women's Championship. And who won?
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. I think that might have surprised some people, but this Jade Cargill was really being pushed there too. But then after that, the big one, right?
Yep. This gonna be the main event.
For the World Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Who won?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Acknowledge him. Acknowledge him.
Yes.
Okay. Who did you want to win?
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, me too. I've already acknowledged him. And so that was WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I think the second night was better than the first night. The matches were okay. Some of the outcomes the first night were kind of irritating to me. But other than that, yeah, professional wrestling. Anything else you want to say?
It's cool. It's fun. It's so spectacular.
Yeah, Danny does like his professional wrestling. So, okay.
Okay.
So we'll let y'all go. We'll go. Got some more horror movies to watch. And
I'll say please
I'll say
subscribe.
Ring the bell for Danny Boy. And we'll see you in a little bit.